Hey guys, this is Darren Stevenson back with another video. Today I'm going to talk to you about my YCS Milan Top 16 tournament report. Sorry this is a day late. Normally I do these on a Wednesday, but Furman didn't send me the deck profile until Wednesday because he couldn't use the internet, I guess, in Europe. So he couldn't send it to me until then, until he got back home. Which I don't really mind, I guess, but it's just like means I'm just a day behind everything. But I'll be sure to like do this, post it today on the Thursday, so it's only a day behind, and then tomorrow I'll do my cost breakdown thing, and that'll be it for me for the week, I suppose. And then I know I've been having a bit of a hiatus for my Twitch and stuff. That's just because I was just so focused on Milan. I just really wanted to do well. Like I say in other videos, I just really want to get that YCS win, so I just wanted to take a step back from the Twitch and just really focus and test on the YCS, and I think I will make a habit of that. I think come Dusseldorf, I might just like not stream a week before or something like that. I guess it depends on my confidence. Like if I'm not feeling very confident, I think I just need to prioritize and just like test loads by myself, not necessarily in secret. I just feel better just like taking the time to just test with like other people, and that's really it, really. So well, let's just get down to it. But also one extra bit of special news as well. That's not it. I am now getting monetized on my videos on YouTube, which is like what I've been waiting for months. I'm so happy now that I'm getting monetized. I'm just like so happy that I can start like pushing for more videos on my YouTube. I feel more encouraged to do more videos now because I'll obviously be getting paid for it. Obviously it's not about the money because like I just really enjoy doing this, but having an extra incentive to get paid is really good. So if you want to watch my videos again, that'll be a big help. It means it'll just catch up to all the times I just didn't get money for the videos in the past. Just click on my playlist and then just like watch it through. And I don't want to waste too much of your time, so let's just get to the tournament report. So if you just want to watch my deck profile and I go into more detail about this Altergeist list, then feel free to watch my video that I posted yesterday. Thanks to Aaron Furman who recorded it. He just recorded it, and I just went into detail about the list. I want to shout out a couple of people that I just forgot to shout out on the deck profile. Bonan Temnek, I was just messaging him constantly about Altergeist because of course we know how good of a Altergeist player Bonan is. Just going to message him constantly with so much help, and I'm really agitated that I forgot to add him, shout him out on the deck profile, and I'm just a forgetful little bellend. I love him a bit. Thank you so much, Bonan. I couldn't have done this without you. And also Typhoon as well, messaging him the night before as well, because we all know how good of an Altergeist player he is. Talked to him in the morning. He inspired a few deck choices in here, like the Veilers, a couple other things, and I just really appreciate both of their support. And I'm just really annoyed that I didn't shout them out, but I'm shouting you out now because I love you both. So let's just get straight to the tournament report, really. So I played 11 rounds and the top 32 and top 16 until I eventually got knocked out by my teammate Mikosi, who unfortunately didn't win the YCS. I was really rooting for him. It's a shame he didn't win, but there's nothing worse than playing a final and not knowing what the hell the deck does. From my perspective, I don't think there was a lot you could do about it, which is like a shame. But next time you'll get his YCS win, I'm sure. So we'll just get stuck into it. So round one, I played against Burning Abyss. Game one, I think I just couldn't apply enough pressure because I just didn't draw very well. I just drew a monster hand because I think my deck was just still in profile, so I just couldn't really like have any defensive cards. Game two, I won with Inspector Border, easy peasy, and then game three, he like double Destrudoed and red rebooted me. Oop, whoopsie daisy. I think that's what happens when I waffle too much. Waffle too much and it's eventually going to time out. Right, there we go. We'll just sign back in. There we go, back on track. So yeah, he just won in time because of Destrudo. So that I won 2-1. Round two, I played against Sky Striker. It was a pretty straightforward match. I just 2-0'd him because game 1 and 2 I had Secret Village, and it just meant I won. Striker, every time I played Striker I had Village. It was pretty insane. Where's round 3? Round 3 Ooh, what on earth did I play against? Oh, Thunder Dragons. I played against Thunder Dragons. Again, Thunder Dragons was quite easy for me this weekend if they didn't have any like cards that were particularly bullshit side cards. Game 1, I just like beat him in grinds. Like I didn't write down enough details in my tournament report, unfortunately. Because usually I just play combo decks and it's usually like I comboed off, but like here I really should have like wrote down some stuff. I think like game 2 he had too much and I couldn't really out it, and then game 3, yeah, so he had a big board and I had evenly matched, and I crashed my Hex G into his Denko, which meant I was still 100 up on him, and then I evenly to trigger my Faker and I just defended myself. So I think that's what happened in that game, pretty sure. And then round 4 I played against Gemini FDK, which was pretty scary. Gemini he FDK'd me because he won the roll. And game 2 it was a proper grindy game because I had to because he like desires twice, but he still had a lot of resources, and I didn't really have a lot of resources either because I had desires. So but like I just kept trying to stay in the game and try and block all his block dragons and stuff. It was like really stressful. I thought I was really going to lose that game, but I ended up winning. And then game 3 I just lanced him like 3 times. It was fucked, and I just ended up winning. Lancia is just like so ridiculous against Gemini FDK. Round 5, where is round 5? There you are. Thunder Dragons again. Thunder Dragons was like I played a lot of Thunder Dragons than I thought I would have. I thought like the reason why I played Altergeist is because I knew I wasn't going to play nothing but Striker and I wanted the coverage. But I was really surprised as to how many Thunder Dragons I actually played. It's quite common too. Like at Niagara I played a lot of Thunder Dragons. Pasadena I played a lot of Thunder Dragons. People just really like that deck. Just the same, really. I think I start and my life points was halved here, so I think I just judgment him to keep him at bay, and then I eventually just outgrind him. He starts, and then he has too much momentum that I can't deal with, like his defensive cards. And then game 3, I ended up winning in time. He didn't say battle. He was comboing off, and then time was called in his like main phase. But we like worked through what would happen if he went to battle phase anyway, and I don't think it mattered because I could still defend myself because I had lost win set. And round 6, I played against Joshua Schmidt playing the Danger FDK. That's a feature match if you want to go watch that. It's a really good game. It ended in a draw, unfortunately. It would have been nice if we had a winner. But yeah, it just ended with us having a draw. He won the roll. He FDK'd me with the new slash draw FDK that Danger are doing right now. Game 2, I start and I just have a lot of defenses and I'm just stopping him at everything because like I think it's important to try and suffocate Danger FDK like as much as you can, because if you leave them on little cards, there's not a lot they can do because they can miss dangers and all this stuff. And then I eventually just outgrinded him, and then had enough defense to make it so that like his hand wasn't particularly threatening anymore. Then game 3, he tried to FDK me, but there was just not enough time. I think I hit a danger, which meant that he couldn't do the FDK, and he had soul charge set, and he was debating whether he wanted to soul charge or not. And then he ultimately decided just to not soul charge. And then I drew for turn, and I didn't have an engine card. If I had Metal Seeker, I would have won, but I just didn't have anything. And then time was called on my turn, and it just ended in a draw. Round 7, I played against Trickstar Sky Striker. This was really worrying. I thought I was gonna like lose because he kept on like flipping scapegoats on me. But like they just don't do anything threatening against Altergeist. Like they can like link into like the nightmares, but like it just gives me more value on my Silcoitus bounce whenever they go into a link 2. I guess, and that's just eventually what happened. I ended up in a like really long grind game with him, game 1, and I ended up just winning because I think he messed up OTK because he could have like took one of my monsters away to Wanker and he just didn't. And then game 2 again, it got like really grindy, but I eventually just like won because if you just like boil Trickstar Sky Striker down into just Trickstar monsters, if you just deal with them, then the deck's just not particularly threatening. I was thinking about just scooping ages ago, but I just kept on thinking, you know, like it's just not threatening me because these Trickstar monsters aren't going to like do anything to my engine. So I just like defended myself until I could like eventually just like have enough momentum to just push. Where is round 8? Is this it? Yep. And then round 8, well, there's village and then village here, so I guess that was Sky Striker. Game 1, I just activated Secret Village and that won me the game. He chose to go second, so I wasn't massively sure what he was playing. I just assumed it was like going second Sky Striker or Mech Knight Invoked. So I just didn't decide because my deck, because like there's not much I could just put in for striker except maybe another duster, but I just kept it the same because I just thought he was going to make me start again, and he didn't. He started and he like normaled Ray, so I was just like, okay, he's playing Sky Striker. I absolutely robbed him blind though, so he played really well. He played for all my defenses. His hand was quite good. Baited all my stuff, and it left me with just a Marionetta in my hand. And then he set up like Widowmaker said Shizuku, Widowmaker for Marionetta, which he knew because I searched it off spoofing. And then engage in hand pass, and I rip Secret Village. Oh man, I just felt so bad. I was just like, wow, that's literally just stolen. So I just activate Secret Village, Marionetta, get manifestation, so I could like keep myself, so I can keep the village up. And then I just ended up just slowly like generating advantage and stuff. It was wild. I just couldn't believe I just absolutely robbed him blind of that game. So that was day one. I ended 7 wins and 1 draw, so undefeated day one. I was feeling really confident about the deck, so I was thinking, yeah, I should probably like top now from this point. And then next day I play against round 9 and I just lose immediately. I'm just like, oh no. I play against Thunder Dragons. Game 1 I just like batter him because I'm like with all my defensive cards. Game 2. He gets a bit too much momentum on me, and I just can't really deal with all his big Thunder Dragon monsters. I eventually just scoop and lose. Then game 3 begins the annoying reason why I got knocked out the tournament. I got evenly matched, which meant that it took away all my cards. I know Altergeist is perfectly capable of playing around evenly matched, but at the start of the tournament, I decided to play around Denko instead of evenly matched whenever I played against Thunder Dragons, because you can't play around one or the other. You're going to lose to one, or you're going to lose to the other. So I just decided, well, I'm going to play around Denko, and if they have evenly, then fuck it, you know. But on that occasion, he had evenly matched. So I ended up losing that match. So it put me on having to win the next 2 rounds in order to top the event. Round 10, I played against Thunder Dragons. This one was like fairly straightforward. I just 2-0'd this person. I had too many defensive cards game 1, and then I applied. He didn't apply enough pressure game 2 for me to just beat him 2-0. And then the last round I play against my friend Simon Junklaus, which is unfortunate. It's a shame that we have to play each other, but that's just the way competition goes, I guess. Game 1 he ended on like a wrong goal for like 6 or something wild like that, so I just ended up scooping. Game 2 he has reboot, but I have judgment, and then I have enough defensive cards to stop him, and he just scoops. And then we play into the last round. I have impermanence, and he reboots my impermanence, and then I set a lost wind, and then tries to go for the combo, but he goes for the Zephyr or Sorceress combo to summon Steam, but he forgets that he already hard drew Steam and it's already in the graveyard. But then he tries to do the combo a different way, but he doesn't realize that he can't activate Shade Brigandine trap when there's a trap engraved. There was a reboot engraved, so he couldn't activate it, so he ended on like something underwhelming. And then I ended up just flipping my impermanence and my lost wind up just so I can evenly match him, just to take away all his resources. And then like I just like had mad set up, and then he just like conceded the game from there. So that was a shame that he didn't get the top, because like we played really well all day and then just got unlucky in the last 2 rounds. And then I played top 32. I played against Rongaminiad again. So he just completely bricks, and then I just have set up, and he draws into something good, I think, because then he just starts pushing loads. But then I just I need water. Drink water, kids. Yeah, then I eventually just beat him. Then game 2 he fucks up, so he has like the full whack Isolde, Destrudo, but he doesn't really apply enough damage. So then I have another turn. He then Fog Blades my Meliseek, which I don't really feel like he had to do, because I don't think I was going to take anything threatening away from him. Then he would have just killed me next turn. And then he just tries to attack in the battle phase just for game, and I'm just like, you can't attack my Meliseek when it's been Fog Bladed mate. And he was just like, oh shit, and it just passed. And then like I just lost winded his Burrow Soul and attacked over it for game, because he just like destroyed so many times. And reboot as well, because he rebooted me at some point in the game. And I thought that was it, but you couldn't get rid of the Fog Blade, so woo! And then top 16 I played against Miko, like I said, CCG buddy, top 16 Thunder Dragons. We ended up in a really grindy game 1, because he belled my manifestation, and then there was a judge call whether I could put the manifestation back with spoofing. And my plan was always search LFC because I knew I couldn't trigger fake it because like it negated the activation. But like at some point along the line, I just forgot because the judge call was happening, and I just thought, oh, I'm going to be really clever here and get faker and trigger faker, and then I forgot it negated the activation. So the game lasted a bit longer than it should have, but I still ended up winning, thankfully. Which like didn't ultimately change the outcome of the rest of the game because we didn't go to time or anything. Game 2, I have Lancia in my hand. I think this is the moment where I knocked myself out of the tournament. So I have Lancia, and I didn't activate a blind because I haven't been activating a blind all tournament. Because I wanted to like activate it where the card would have a higher impact. And I would also gain information on my opponent by not activating Lancia blind. Because if they commit to a play, then I know more cards that they have in their hand. And it would make me want... And it would help me in my turn to know what to set up as a defensive card next turn, because in this deck you can end on like a monster negate, a bounce, or a spell or trap negate, and I think I just really valued the information higher, just so I knew which defensive cards to end on, because it's not likely I can end on all three. But he could have had Pot of Desires, so that was why I was contemplating whether to just activate a blind or not. I chose not to. He had Pot of Desires, and I was just thinking maybe I should have just activated this blind. And then I asked him after the match, "Did you draw anything good off the Desires?" And he was just like, "Yeah, I drew like the chicken or the hawk thing," which made him play through Lancia, which is a shame because if I just Lancia'd him, then I think he would have just ended on a Colossus Pass, and I would have won because Colossus Pass isn't really an issue. But that's unfortunate. And then game 3, again, I have a really good hand. I have Imperial Order, Strike, Hextia, Multi-Faker, Sulcoitus, Manifestation, and I do everything just to play around Denko, and then he has evenly matched. So that's quite unfortunate. I don't think it was a misplay to play around the Denko there, and then just lose the evenly match. I don't regret that at all. Like, what I do sort of half regret is not blinding the Lancia, but I think my reasoning was like totally like justified and fair to not blind the Lancia, but I think in future I will just blind Lancia and then just like take it on the chin with not getting the information, because if they just pass, then it doesn't matter. I'll just end on some defensive cards, and it would have just been better definitely just to blind Lancia. But that's it. That's my tournament report. I ended up getting top 16 at the YCS in Milan. Very happy with the performance, especially with like a deck like Altergeist, because like Altergeist it's obviously not better than Striker, but its coverage was just so good. I just really enjoyed playing this deck, honestly. It was really fun. What do you think of Altergeist as a deck? Do you think it could have won the YCS? Prank Kids are just too powerful, I guess. So what do you think of my list? Do you like it? Do you reckon it's a deck that you'll play until the next ban list? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube and to my Twitch. And I completely forgot what I'm supposed to say at the end. I'm just going to end the video until I embarrass myself. See you later, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to check out more of my content that's hovering around me. Ooh. And also, do you like pretty cards like these? We'll get them even cheaper at Jacob's eBay store with promotion coupon, you guessed it, MAXC5. Follow the URL link below in the description, which will take you to his eBay shop, and the offer will already be applied. So just spend over £5 and you'll be given 5% off your next order. So be sure to click the URL and have a check of your store and see if there's any shiny cardboard that you want to purchase for yourself. And for now, here's a picture of my cat sleeping.